Modern medication did not work for me. Modern medication did not work for me. Modern medication did not work for me. Modern medication.
Mercy TV, your source for news and information on the cannabis issue with a focus on medical as that issue unfolds here in Oregon, across America, and around the world. Greetings. My name is Perry, and along with Sunny and PK, we'll be hosting this segment of Mercy TV. A reminder, Mercy TV is an action item of Mercy, the Medical Cannabis Resource Center. Find out more about us and get information on the issue, again, around the world at mercycenters.org.
So, folks, I hope you're watching this program. Please get your paper and pen out. We have a contest here. Our friend here, Ed the Weedman, is asking you to guess how many jelly beans to get this shirt or a hoodie. Go on, Ed.
Well, hey guys, my name's Eddie Bigger. I work for the Newport Can of Medicine in Newport, Oregon. We're at 157 Northwest 15th Street. These are a couple of our items that we like to sell. We got the Smoke Weed Not Speed T-shirt. That's the small one. Then we got the hoodie, the regular Weedman hoodie, at the Can of Medicine here in Salem. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, here. Let's see. So they're at 3212 Triangle Drive, southeast, right next to the Ross IGA. And what we're doing there at the Salem Can of Medicine, again, they're on 3212 Triangle Drive, southeast, here in Salem. What we're doing all weekend, we're going to have, and even Monday, it's going to be a Veterans Day special, 20% on every purchase all weekend for the veterans. In Newport, we're going to have a similar contest. We're going to go ahead and, if you go in there, now the thing is you got to say, please, that you saw me on the show. You saw me here on Mercy TV. And when you go into the shop, let them know, hey, I saw Eddie on the TV, and then you're eligible. Nobody else can do this. Nobody else knows. So it's you guys, our audience, that is going to benefit from this. In the shop in Newport, now we're going to have a drawing for a hoodie, and you can pick black or pink, and it's going to be a Weedman hoodie. We're going to go have a drawing, so come on in there, put your name and address on a piece of paper. We got the paper and a box to put it in. And please put your name and address in there. That's going to run until the 4th of July, this coming 4th of July, and then we're going to announce a winner on the 4th of July.
And that's how many jelly beans are in these jars?
To find out, you got to get in there and guess. If you guess right now, go ahead and take a guess. You get a hoodie. But it's got to be precise.
Right.
And believe me, looks can be deceiving.
Right. Well, I don't know. I couldn't even hazard a guess at this point. Let the folks all come on down to or call into our show and hazard a guess.
Yeah, there we go.
What's our number, PK?
It's 503 588 44 64
6464.
Right on.
Yeah.
6464.
Or you can call the office, which is
it's 64.
363 4588. If you call out during business hours, you talk to a person, but there's an answering machine there. And I've been reading in the Cannabis Connection. They have an article on this, a bipartisan bill to legalize hemp. This is being held by Republican Senator Leader Mitch McConnell and Oregon Democrat Senator Ron Wyden and Jeff Mueller. Hey, they're doing about hemp. That's a product that can save our forests.
Yes,
save our forests, save our farms, save our pharmacies.
Save our ozone.
Yeah, the rivers, lakes, the land. An interesting thing about the hemp crop is that whereas most crops need several seasons to replete the soil due to nitrates, nitrogens, and other aspects of it. Hemp actually puts it back into the soil. In fact, they used to put hemp between these crops to rejuvenate the soil, as it were. So, and they talk about the pesticides, other elements that they put into some of our agriculture today that's getting in the rivers. You're not going to have that with the hemp. It has this natural insecticides to it and so forth. So, yeah, it's a healthy Oregon with hemp, getting those hemp food products into our food cycles and so forth.
Plus, you can make clothes, and you can do so many things
More
out
environmentally
of it. And
better,
we get our health.
Yes.
Our health. Everybody's got all these shoulder and leg and all these issues, you guys, because our bodies are breaking down.
Right.
Oh, well, when we use the oils and all these things we can make,
You don't have to smoke it.
No, yeah.
Oh, no.
And we do
applied,
so
yeah.
good. And, we get so much benefit. And look what happens. We do so good.
Right. And it's funny how now we're rediscovering the medical aspects of hemp, which I'm sure they found out tens of thousands of years ago when they first started utilizing it,
Well, that's how the cannabis got cultivated for the benefits of the hemp plant and the body and healing the ailments that you're suffering from, skin or internal organs.
Right. Well, we all have an ECS, an endocannabinoid system. Do we not? It's a regulating system.
A lot of people do not know this, though.
And we
and
do.
This is why this TV show is on.
Yes.
And these are the things that we are teaching and that we are hoping to keep teaching.
Right on.
And that the parents for pot
Right. That's
and
one group.
all of
Parents
these
for Pot.
other things. It's so important, you guys, that when you see groups, you guys, there's shows, there's groups, the website.
Ours, mercycenters.org, or
Right.
and where we have links to parentsforpot.org, OCCnewspapers.com, and we'll be posting this information here. Also, go weedman.com to find out more about Eddie Bigger and other information that he has to share with folks, along with the cannabis medicines. Reed Smith, are in our control room there, helping out. He can be contacted at 971-240-1452. He has a ongoing project where he's bringing in cannabis plant roots and making medicine from that. And so bring your roots from your harvest to him, and he'll show you the method and share the resulting products there.
They have to be clean. He doesn't like rock wool as a
For
medium.
example, right, yeah.
Clean your roots.
Get them
So-
out there. And the Green Depot, another resource here in Salem, recreational and medical dispensary. They're on 2595 State Street here in Salem, Oregon. Give them a call, 503-689-1832. Again, we'll get this stuff posted on our website, mercycenters.org.
People, hey, we would like to hear from you, but the people in the hospital, talk to your children, talk to your doctors about using cannabis. You don't have to smoke it. You can make up healing oil at your own time.
Right,
Well,
time and place and all, and folks can find out more about the process here on Channel 23 on PK's My Garden show, showing here later.
Well, when the
Yes.
plants are growing in the neighborhood and everybody is growing it down the street, and it's no big deal because everybody's growing it.
You want to say anything before I turn it off, Glenn?
Yes, good night.
Oh, because
Good night. God bless you all, every single one of you.
because the oils that we can use to rub on us, and the things that it does, and the nausea because when people find out I don't have to take nausea pills that has so many side effects, and when you start telling people about side effects and that they don't have to take pills for side effects, because when they have to take pills for side effects, oh my goodness.
Yeah, a vicious cycle. You know, they end up taking 12 different medications 3-4 times a day. And not only can they break that, get down to 3 medications 1 time a day, but there's this financial aspect to it we've been seeing at the Mercy Center for a decade or now more that we've been at this.
But being able to eat it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that whole cycle of they can sleep better at night, and they can have a better day, they can get their nutrition or another input, and so they're not always tired, not always having a bad night of no sleeping and so forth. But we were seeing that these folks were, you know, their medications, you know, the financial aspect from $1,000 a month to $100 a month, you know. And I don't understand why the insurance companies haven't picked up on this, unless they're hand in glove with the pharmaceuticals.
Right.
You know,
Right.
Quality of life.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and because of cannabis, people can have a life. They literally can get out of bed. They can go spend some time with friends and family. They can even have jobs and so forth. And so it's just, you know, almost nothing but positive, really. So.
Since I've been doing my social media, I've put it out there, and people, I've read on stories on my Facebook or my Twitter, my Instagram, that one man was talking about his mother, that she couldn't even, she was always vomiting, couldn't make dinner, and then once they discovered cannabis and the CBD, she had quality of life again. She could live, and I mean, and that to me, I think it makes me think of Barry Height that was here last week, and the exit drug. Personally, myself,
Right, yeah.
if it wasn't for cannabis, I mean, like at our shop, we have a doctor comes in and we help people get their medical marijuana card, right? Well, he's a very big advocate of getting people off the opiates. And me, I drank for all my life. It took me 25 years to get 1 year from drinking. And if right now, today, if it wasn't for this beautiful plant, this wonderful plant, I think I'd be dead. Because I mean, I've got, I gotta show you. I'm proud of this. I've never done this in my life. I've got 4 years off of alcohol. 4 years off alcohol, meth. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Mother Plant.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for spreading the word
Right on.
Every day.
all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's why we do
it's
this, you know,
important.
and why it's important for folks out there to, you know, watch and to spread the word that we're talking
and have
about
the
this.
conversation.
Right.
And have the conversation with your kids,
Yes.
with your neighbors.
With my children.
Right on. And
Yeah.
if you don't know exactly what to say, again, visit theparentsforpot.org. We have a number of other resources for folks to talk about the information. The most important thing, I guess, to do is to register, vote, and get everybody you know to do so also. It's a very important election cycle, and we tell folks that you can cover a majority of the issues, progressive issues, by voting cannabis. If you want somebody who's for equality, if you want for common sense on pretty much all the way down the line, get that cannabis candidate in there. Get that somebody who has a common sense, a progressive approach on cannabis, you know.
It's funny.
You don't want somebody who's going to quote your reefer madness. You don't want some wishy-washy, we need more studies type of person, right?
Write your own name in if you're not
Right, you
sure.
don't like the choices.
Funny
you know?
thing, in Newport, where I live, a man came up to me the other day, says, "Hey, Weedman, can I please get a picture with you?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay." We
Right.
walked over. He pulls out a sign. He's running for mayor. His name's Dean Sawyer.
Okay, right on.
Maybe we'll get him on here. I don't know.
Beautiful,
He
yeah.
sounds like if he wants a picture with the Weedman, he sounds
on.
like he's sympathetic to our plight, you know.
Right, certainly not afraid of the big guy weed.
No.
And there's voters' guides out there. Normal does it at the state and federal levels. And New Approach Oregon, I believe, newapproachoregon.org is another outfit that works to put out voters' guides. So encourage you to visit that, get all your
I'll get that all written down before I leave.
On your radio show, where can folks pick that up?
Well, you can look on the 100.7 The Boss FM Newport, and you can go to our podcast section and then just key search the Weedman.
Right.
Usually it's about a 1 hour show every month or so. It's been really political, so I didn't get to go on last month. There's been a lot of guys politics. But the fun thing was for me is when I got to stand there in the parade and watch the whole city come down Main Street or down the main street where I normally stand on 15th and Highway 101, and it seemed like the parade just kind of. I was saluting all the police officers, saluting the veterans, giving them my respect. And it seemed like the parade kind of meandered over to me in my corner and then kept going on the other way. And they were actually like stopping the parade so I could take pictures so that the Lincoln County Sheriff Landers could take pictures. We could take pictures together. Okay. To me, it's like I look at what I'm doing is I'm making a bridge, filling the gap between those people that, some
they don't understand. They don't understand. We have to educate them.
Yes.
That's what we are doing, is educating them.
Safety first.
And if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. And that's what we're trying to do with this TV show, you guys. And hopefully with the TV show and the people that listen to the TV show, and you can tell your neighbors and your kids and everybody, your doctors, and that's what's important, to have these conversations.
Right.
So we would like to have these conversations with you. This is a live phone-in show. So it takes you to give us a call at 503-588-6444. We'll answer your questions or listen to you.
Make a statement. If you know of another resource here in the area, let folks know. If you have a recipe.
The main thing is all of these oils can be made at home.
And you don't need to have propane or butane or any of that stuff to make it.
We're big advocates of the organic methods here, as you're saying.
Coconut oil. That's what I take. Right. RSO with coconut at night, every night. I take
olive oil.
Right. On the PK's My Garden, where we talk about that process. It's what we refer to as a cold fusion method, where you have your base extractor, be it the oil, be it coconut, be it butter, be it
even vegetable oil.
Right. But you take that, you put your cannabis in it, you shake it every now and then, you keep it in a cold, cool, dry place.
Yeah.
Out of the sunlight.
Be dark too?
Huh?
Out of the sunlight?
Right, out of the sunlight. You don't want the sunlight to interact on it there. And just shake the container every now and then,
Huh.
And after 30 days, you have your cannabis medicine. There's no
Tincture.
cooking, there's no heat, there's no open flame, there's no fumes. It won't adverse affect anybody, even if they were to stick their face in it. You'd have to literally drown them in it to have an adverse effect.
Only if you heat the substance up, activates the THC.
Right.
Or if you add some alcohol, which is a peppermint drops, but it's better to add leaves.
Right. So you can add spices to it.
We tried all of it.
And
we tried these things, you guys. See, we've went through these things ourselves to go through it just to see what would happen, over the years.
Right, or encourage others to try and make ourselves available for it to get the results and let folks know.
Very good. Yeah. And tried the different ways and the different, to try it this way and to try it that way.
And again, so the cold fusion method, just put it in there, shake it 30 days, you have it. You want to expedite it, you can add heat to the process. In the case of butter, you would have your pot there, you put water, you put in your cannabis medicine, put in water, and then the butter on top of it. Simmer it for 6 hours, stirring a lot, and then strain it,
You guys remember Dr. Levesque?
Yes, absolutely.
He told me when I got my card, back in 2004 or something, he said, take the cannabis, put it in the oven at 220 degrees for 15 minutes, bake it, and put it on. I usually put it on Pyrex, not metal, and you bake it, and then from there you can just take that, and I put it in you can put it in capsules.
Sure, right.
You don't even have to do any of that. You can put it in capsules. Well, one time I tried some of that. I deep carboxylized some cannabis, and I put it all in honey.
Okay.
And I waited, and nothing happened, and the honey just got thicker and thicker, and finally I just started stirring it up and eating it out of there like that.
Okay.
But yeah, sorry I didn't mean to interrupt.
The important aspect is that even in these processes where you have it cooking there is no risk of flame. There's no risk of explosion. Yeah. The fumes aren't going to adversely affect anybody, Right. So we can't let Reefer Madness constantly spin the story, which is what they're doing these days, that when you talk about cannabis oil, you've got these RSO type methods which use the petroleum-based stuff.
Use heat or
we
alcohol.
preach organic and so forth.
Yes.
The federal
information.
federal government has patents on a lot of cannabis products.
CBDs.
And
They've had cannabis,
Right.
For 15 years, they hold all the patents on CBD right now,
So nobody
except for
else
one,
can do
and they let
anything.
somebody else. The holy grail of the pharmaceuticals, they let them, and they've actually been able to do a 1-to-1 extraction, CBD to THC.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm listening to you, brother. You know it.
All right. So if
We-
you've
we
just
went
tuned
through-
in here, folks.
We went
right?
through it. We went through all the stuff looking when we was doing it.
Yeah, but mostly folks contacting us. Back when we had the Mercy Center, a lot of folks be able to drop in, and now we're a virtual organization, so it's over the internet and so forth. But we're still getting recipes, information. We have a Canasol project where Canasol, which was an eye drop made in Jamaica a number of years, no longer being made. So we're looking for substitutes. What would be a home remedy for that? And so forth.
Do you help people out to get starts? Like
Yeah, we're definitely networking
babies?
all the time and so forth. So give us a call. Again, it's tougher. We don't have a place to organize these kind of gatherings that need to happen for the patient community now more than ever. But before we get on, I wanted to touch bases here to let folks know if they just tuned in, what's with the jelly beans, Meanne?
Well, I wanted something to count. I thought jelly beans would be easy because then
Trouble getting to sleep?
I could nibble on a few on the way.
They aren't
They're not medicated.
Medicated jelly beans.
No,
let
no,
folks
darn
know.
it. Maybe
the
that'll be
purpose-
the next one.
You're having a contest here to win some.
Yes. If people come into Canna Medicine in Salem, here in Salem, at 3212 Triangle Drive, Southeast. It's right by the Ross IGA. They have a chance to put their name and number down, maybe their email, whatever, put it in the box, and if you guess this one, you get the hoodie. You guess that one, you get the shirt. And that one's limited edition, only because it's got it on the front. I had them printed on the front, and I don't do a lot of those, because it really puts my point across there. Smoke weed,
Puts it out front
not
there,
speed.
yes.
You know. Don't go fast because your life won't last.
Right.
And then see, also in Newport we have gonna have a contest. If you go in there in Newport Canna Medicine, they're right there behind the U.S. Market, right across from the Ultra Life Cafe and the Subway. There's Canna Medicine down there, and what we're doing is if you put in your name and number, email, we're gonna have a drawing for your choice of a black or pink hoodie, Weedman hoodie, and it's going to be held July 4th. And then one thing we like to do at Canna Medicine is give back to the community. Today they emptied our food box, or our food barrel. The Lincoln County Food Share, the cannabis community got together, and the cannabis community give over 125 pounds of food. So one thing I'd like to challenge any other dispensaries out there or people that working with cannabis is to do the next right thing for the folks. This is we need to remember this is a medicine. This isn't some big money-making scheme that we're going to make all these millions of dollars off this pain and suffering of each other. I like just to feel so. I mean, people will take my picture on the corner. I'm crazy. Yeah, I'm Catholic, so I'll put them in my little Catholic handbook.
Right.
And I'll give the donations to the people to 5 different churches in town in Newport. And to me, since I've had this suit, that's what my creator's been telling me to do. Is it's to share it and
Here.
and show love.
Quality
love
of life.
and mercy.
Right on.
So yeah, please, if you can, come down to 3212 Triangle Drive Southeast here in Salem. Can of Medicine, because see, Can of Medicine together with the cannabis community, we can do this together.
And this is happening through July 4th.
In Newport, in the Newport, and
Okay.
I'll be talking about that hopefully throughout more shows.
Right.
We'll be talking about that and hopefully get more feedback. I'm in Newport. I'm letting people know what's going on here and how we all want to treat each other, and that's with love and respect.
Is that folks
Quality of
mention
life.
the show and get a discount? Is that
Well,
happening?
if you mention the show that you saw this on the show, then you can take a guess. Not any normal regular customers will even get a guess.
I
They
see.
won't even know what it's about.
Okay, so
So-
get your first shot at this here pod at the.
Newport Can of Medicine and Salem Can of Medicine.
Right. Well, thanks, Ed, for coming on, educating
Thank
folks.
you guys.
Visit him online at goweedman.com for more information about
Yes.
what's happening.
Yes.
Sonny?
Well, the thing is, we just want to make sure that everybody has a chance to get the information, because there's a lot of people that aren't out there getting any information.
Right. They're not getting their card. They're not getting
They're not
medicine
getting
now.
any information.
They're not getting growing.
And that's what, we're
medicating
finding.
in the best way.
We're
all
finding
of it.
a lot of people that are still not getting no medicine, no information, they're not getting
No
nothing.
relief.
No, as a result,
nothing.
right.
Quality
You know,
of life.
I mean,
Quality of life.
we're finding out, no way. We're like in the Stone Age. Are you kidding me? You guys, are you serious? We're not in the
Right.
Stone Age.
Well, the unstoned,
We're
really,
not,
actually. Because
and come on, we're not in the Stone Age. And
We're tired
you
of the
guys,
lies.
We gotta help. We gotta help our neighbors, our brothers, our sisters, and
everybody.
And,
that's
and if it's okay, if you guys want to meet me down there tonight at Can of Medicine,
All right.
I'm going to be there. After the show, I'm going to be there from 8 to 9 o'clock.
And what's
thought
that
I'd say
address? One more time.
3212 Triangle Drive, Southeast.
Right
by
on.
Ross IGA.
On
Quality of life.
Liberty.
Okay.
Right by Liberty, yeah.
PK.
PK.
Well, so let's take a moment and think of our friends that went to the afterlife. Our good friend, Dr. Lubeck.
All right.
I'm Mike, Shauna, Kelly, and the other people from the Mercy Center. Thank you for watching.
Thanks. We'll see you next time on Mercy TV.
You want to say anything before I turn it off, Glenn?
Yes, good night.
Good night. God bless you all, every single one of you.